Hello and happy Monday. In thinking about a memory to share with you guys today, I thought about what's brought me here where I am today. And one thing that I am really grateful for is the group that I joined when I went to Aquinas College. The club was called AQ Light, and the light actually stands for Living in God's Hands Together. And it was a club where we planned a day-long confirmation retreat that we would host different times throughout the year for different parishes that would either bring their candidates on campus or we would go to their parish. Transitioning from high school, where I was very active in youth group, to going to college where I barely knew anyone was difficult in some ways, but easier in others. One thing that made the transition easy was that I knew someone who was at Aquinas at the time and had told me about this club, AQ Light, and encouraged me to join, just knowing that I was active in youth group. And it was one of the best decisions that I've ever made. I have made lifelong friends because of this group, and it is what helped me stay close to God throughout college. Yeah, I was going to college, to Catholic college, and taking theology classes for my degree, but it's because of this group and the people in the group that my relationship with God stayed strong. There are so many memories from my time in this group. Like at the beginning of the year, we always had a retreat where the leaders would host a retreat for the rest of us in the club so that we could, just have a bonding time, getting to know one another, being able to support each other and growing in our faith with one another. And then throughout the year, we'd meet once a week where we would plan the different parts of the confirmation retreat. Times we just play games, catch up with one another, really just enjoy each other's company. And one thing we did each week that I really enjoyed and treasured was, as for prayer at the end, we would go around the room and each person would have the candle, we pass the candle around, and each person would say one rose and one thorn for that past week. A rose would be something positive that happened that week, a small win, a highlight. A thorn would be a challenge from that week or something that you wanted prayers for. Because you have to celebrate those highs, but you also have to recognize, ask help, and prayers for the lows. So in honor of that, I'm going to give you my thorn and rose from this past week. My thorn for this week is that I've strayed a little bit away from my daily reflections and time with God at night, and so I'm hoping to get back into that daily routine again. My rose would be that this past week my parents celebrated their anniversary, and I am so grateful for their love and support that they've always given me, and I cannot ask for better parents. So happy anniversary, Renee and Jim. So now I encourage you to do this. Check in on your family and friends. Share with one another your rose and thorns of the week. Celebrate and listen to one another. Maybe make it a weekly routine, because it's important that we support each other in all our roses and thorns in our lives. But we can only do so when we share them.